Live, and we are live, and we are joining together on this incredible day, the incredible solar eclipse portal, new moon and sun in Scorpio. And it is a vortex of transformation, of divinity, of phoenix rising from the ashes and opening. It's a rebirth portal. And so I invite you, as we open this incredible transmission today, and as beloveds are streaming in, we are live and we are opening these incredible codes today. And so before we get started, so much is coming in. This is the Solara Ra Codex, where it's opening today, and I will be sharing, and we will be having an activation today. So much has come in through Source for us today. And so much is opening. And so much is coming in. And so I welcome you. And so I pulled a card from the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light deck. And what came in is no surprise: transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And so this is about Scorpio new moons and suns. You know, that's usually an oh no, that's put that on your calendar, stay inside, lock the doors. How many of you had a Scorpio new moon? Just a recalibration. I had one that broke me into a million pieces, and I had to recover and put myself back together from that. So I wanted to open today. So today's is so different. It is a high lunation. It is from the inner foundation you've opened, is now you're in the Phoenix rising. You're in the rising. We are in the highest lunation. And so I invite you to share where you're joining us in from. Where are you on the planet as we're gridding this incredible light and this incredible frequency and opening so much within us. And so I wanted to start with a question as we open this sacred time together, as whatever all that we're sharing is opening in the highest light, protected by Source, guided by Source, and all these incredible golden pyramids have come in for us today, gridding this location, your location, and all the beloveds joining us in replay or live and welcoming us. We have beloveds coming in from the US, we have beloved, welcome Amalia from Romania, and welcome all our beloveds coming in from blessings from blessings from Texas, blessings from Ohio, blessings from France. Oh, welcome Germany, South Africa. Oh my gosh, welcome Wisconsin. And welcoming from Hong Kong. Amazing. Welcome, beloveds, and welcome. We are coming together as this Council of Light today, this soul tribe of light. And so I have a question for you. In the oneness and the divine light that you are on this solar eclipse portal, are you a yes to upgrading into your highest soul destiny and opening your full and complete soul frequency and memory? What is your answer? To bring your gifts forward, do you want to activate those desires you have that keep showing up, calling you, stirring in your belly, calling you in, inspiring you, reminding you, and opening you to the light that you are? Because this is the opening of the next level of ascension. The Solara Codex is the next level of ascension for this planet, for this realm, for humanity. But first, it's coming into the leaders, way showers, and creators of the new golden world, which is you. You have contracted that. You have run realms. You have managed and guided millions of souls. And so now is the time, the first wave of ascension. I guess that's what we've been going through. That's been the healing, releasing, purging. And the Scorpio new moon is all about rebirth, Scorpio is all about bringing the darkness into the light. But I feel like This year has been almost a Scorpio. We're in a 6th year, which is birth. It's been messy. It's been a transformational year, to say it in a very diplomatic way. It's not been easy, has it? Little did we know what we were walking into January 1st of 2022. And if you're listening to this in the future, you can look back and be like, whoa, we made it out of that year. Yes, that is, this will be good. And we're going into the 2023 year, or we're already in it whenever you're watching this, is the 7 year. This is the heaven coming to earth symbol. And so these are the codes, and we're on a 25 day today. 7 equals 7, heaven on earth. And it's also a 2 energy. We're at 2 degrees Scorpio. So we have Scorpio, sun and moon in the same sign, conjunct Venus at 2 degrees. And the reason why this is such a high lunation and not a like dredging Scorpio, I mean, how have you been feeling? I have so much ideas, action. It started about 5-6 days ago. Felt more like Aries or Leo. And I've been kind of waiting for it to plummet, the Scorpio, like going into the underworld with Persephone, and it hasn't. And so it's just this, like, I feel this right now in me, like this excitement, you feel it within you. And this is the high lunation from the Venus star point of October 22nd, more twos, that divine union, that 2-2 of the Magdalene frequency that is returning, where Venus ended her 243-year orbit and began anew. And in that beautiful, she's orbiting around the back of the sun right now. She's going from morning star to evening star in her transformation, bringing in now, it's a new era beginning with the new Venusian codes of love, harmony, and union, a whole new frequency, a whole new template. And this is part of the Solar Ra cosmic alignments that are allowing this to come in. And so I invite you to walk with us in this transmission today as we're guiding and we're leading up to the 1111 Stargate portal, where we will be gathering in ceremony. I have links below if you want to join with us and join with us in ceremony. And we will also be gathering with Light Priest Light Temple Thursdays, November 3rd, and a pre-1111 activation. It's our free community offering. And so we have a lot in this trinity of offerings, starting with today with the solar eclipse. And so this solar eclipse with the Venus conjunct the sun, so her codes that opened her new orbit is now conjunct with the sun, sending with the sun rays, which are the delivery system of the light codes, into you, into humanity, into all the frequencies. So the solar eclipse, it crested at 4:58 a.m. East Coast time this morning. So we have crested, and it is a 4-hour eclipse where the moon is begins to cross the sun at 4:58 a.m. East Coast time, and it's 4 hours. So we're inside of this transition, and it crosses over the sun, over the North Atlantic, and it moves east for 4 hours and ends in southern India. And so just feel this transit, feel this explosion within you with this solar eclipse. How are you feeling? I'd love to hear what's coming through. Cynthia, yes to everything. Yeah. With this energy and all that we're going through and all that's coming in is what's moving through you. What are you calling in in this solar quantum gateway? I've noticed recently when my throat does that out of the blue, that we're moving some energy or there's some constriction. So I just invite you to take a breath as we inhale and we start to center. Inhale through the nose with the divine union, the sacred masculine linear breath of the nose. And then with the exhale, the divine feminine audible breath. I wanted to give you some information for your mind about what's that linear, that container we have with this eclipse. And now we go into the sacred transmission. And so much is coming in. Yeah, sharing with you healing, getting through the trauma, and a beautiful healing of Mother today at the hospital. Oh, so beautiful. Yeah, the divine mother of this Venusian energy and the Scorpio goddess of the deep waters. And Scorpio, the water sign, is always the deep waters, the purging, and that outer planets, they blow things up. Pluto, blow things up. And so it blows up what no longer serves you. I know, being in Capricorn, and Capricorn is in my business house, when Pluto went into Capricorn near 2012, I changed. I had a vision, and I heard that this is no longer for you. These are your last days or year in this business. I was like, whoa, wait a second, what? And it wasn't my voice coming in. It took about a year and a half to unwind. I was in a clothing business for 16 years, and I built from $100 and built it into shipping around the world. And that was more of creating. Now I have this structure and this platform in my own life of stability and strength to now be able to walk this path. And I had 5 years in between of nothingness after that, of unwinding and then rewinding in a cocoon of my own self walk-in. So who looks out from my eyes now is not the woman that ran that clothing business, but it's my own higher self is now within me. And I feel the Solara Rock Codex, with what they've shown me and what I'm going to be sharing, is the collective Christic self walk-in of your highest timeline and your highest codes. It's the full soul memory. It's the next level ascension. So the first level ascension was which is, some are just entering that, and maybe you're in the middle of it, or maybe you're in the end of it, or maybe you're 3/4 the way through. It's the inner union. It's the healing the wounds, feeling it all. Mary Magdalene talks about the 3 pillars of the divine feminine path is feeling all your feelings, your body, and your sacred sexuality as all paths to the divine. And so I invite you to think back and look at, and if you have your journal with you, is where do you feel you are on the inner foundation, your inner union of healing your wounds? Because this is that onion skin where you have a huge breakthrough, and then you're like, oh, I think I'm through, right? I've made it. And then it's like you're at the top of another plateau that then has more healing. And it's like, when does this end? Well, it does end at some point, yes. And it is really speeding up now. They're giving us so much access to nano, things that would take a year or a month now take a millisecond. And so just call that in if you feel there's some more healing needing within you. As we open our collective field to a healing, and in the Scorpio, the God and calling in the God and goddesses of the Scorpio, beautiful codes with source guiding this and sealing this and protecting this and opening you to all of this. And I see sharing, I have a sore throat, and coming back into alignment, and live from San Diego. Yeah, and where you're coming in from, please write that down and write in the comments box. What are you calling in for this solar eclipse? What is your new moon, new sun intention? It's never always about the moon. It's moon and sun. The sun, it's always really about the sun. We never gathered in the moonlight. We always gathered in the full bright sunlight at midday in the middle of the plaza of town, of your community. And then it all shifted, and it slowly became where we had to hide. And then the moon was our friend, and we would, gather in the moonlight, but it never was about the moon. So I always invite you now, with even your moon circles, is to add in the sun, and even change it to the full sun circle, or the new sun circle. That is the new way we're going. This is the new frequency of the giver of life, which is the rays of light. And so with that is join and share, what is your new sun intention for this solar eclipse? And what are you calling in? What desire is percolating in you that you are ready now to receive in our initial question? And with our beautiful card that we pulled, transformation. It's transforming within every cell of your body, because as you move into your highest codes and masteries, you have beloveds waiting for you for you to have your breakthrough, so they can have their breakthrough, so you can write your book and you can give your offerings and you can be that frequency when you walk in the room, because there are beloveds waiting for you to have, so they can have their breakthrough and they can have their ascension, because you are the leaders, way showers, and creators of the new golden world. And so on the solar eclipse, it is a day where it's highly charged, and will be a few weeks of really highly charged, but this eclipse is a tuning fork, and it will last for 6 months. So I invite you to even write on your calendar April 2023, or even the new year, January of 2023, look back, and I would invite you that your life will be unrecognizable. If truly opening, if you are a yes to those questions and you are truly opening to your full soul transmission, memory, and frequency, that you will be co-creating with the universe. It's not about the law of attraction so much of receiving, it's a co-creation. You are inseparable of the universe. The universe is within you and you are within the universe. So just invite you to envision what you feel the universal light, the universal energy is, and then put yourself right in the middle, because that's where you are. You are co-creating and you are partners with the universe. So if you want things to come in and you're wanting a certain timeline to open and you have that vision, but it maybe hasn't trickled in yet, is start to release that feeling that it's separate, that it's, oh, that person gets it, or, oh, it's that over there, but that you are a partner with it, because that is the golden energy of the sun, is you are one with it and it is one with you. And that frequency and that radiance of the universe is what you have to give to the world. And it's so open right now. And so these days, these high vortex days, are where you can call in and have more access, more ease. The veil is thinner for you to access the interdimensional, multidimensional realms, upload and download, and work with your guides and angels and have new ideas coming in. This is such a high lunation, riding the crest of the Venusian star point. And we were direct galactic center, October 23rd. And then we're moving into the 1111 portal in only about a week and 2 weeks. So the 1111 Stargate, which is the double gateway of divine ascension and divine, where the light, the new energies just stream through like the two pillars of a temple. And so just feel this now. We have Sister Kim saying, I'm calling in my true identity. As I integrate my higher self into my highest destiny, I'm able to be how I am meant to be and contribute to this lifetime. Beautiful. Susanna, be prepared to my soul vibration frequency align physical romantic relationship. Yeah, are you calling in a beloved? Well, it's not separate from you. Put yourself in the middle of this incredible universal energy that you are. Partner with it, merge with it, reunion, as this is where you came from when you were at one with source, and that's and create from there and open through there. And I'm going to be sharing about the Solara. The transmission came through, and I'm going to be speaking it and reading some of it as we open this. And I will be also sharing a diagram of the shape, the geometric solar sacred geometry of the Solara Ra Codex, how the delivery system comes in, so that you can visualize it and you can have it in your mind's eye and you can carry it in your heart, so that you can have that for really being able to physically see how it physically is going to actualize. This isn't about talking anymore. Heaven on earth. Oh, it sounds so great. New golden age. Oh, woo, I can't wait. And then you go back to like the job that you don't like and the relationship that is pretty much on life support and arguments with the kids. And it's like, this doesn't feel like heaven on earth. And it's no longer needs to be that way. There's not that duality anymore unless you choose it. It's all a choice. This solar eclipse, I feel is a huge pivot point for all of us, for each of us. What are you choosing? And that's why I wanted to start with a question. So I invite you to take a breath. That inhale, that sacred union breath, and that exhale. As you begin to tune in to what is your choice, what is your intention, your soul intention for this beautiful solar eclipse portal today. New moon and sun in Scorpio at 2 degrees. And also the sun flares have been very rampant and ramping up. There's been rare X-class flares that are carrying incredibly new codes, and 4 M-class flares a week. So the solar flares are upping the frequency and upping the momentum, and the Schumann resonance of the earth is increasing. I would imagine a chart today. It's jumping. I would love to know. And they jump on days like this because the frequency is so high, and we're being called to move into that and speed up. And you might need rest, or you might have a lot of energy, and anything in between. And so I invite you, as we tune in, as you tune in to this frequency and this Solara Ra Codex and the solar eclipse transmission, is to opening this within you and to connect and oneness and our circle of light today in this beautiful online container of the beautiful way showers and creators of the new golden age that you are, and stepping into your visibility and stepping into your gifts and masteries. And a teacher just recently that I really love listening to. And I call her a teacher because she has trained herself so deeply that I feel she is a teacher. And I like actually kind of just listening and being a student for a moment and receiving. I know we're all co-masters, but sometimes it's fun just to receive. And especially if you give a lot, do you feel like that? Like you just don't receive, you don't have the time. And so I made the time. And she mentioned this, and it was so amazing, is that many of your gifts and masteries are going to lie in areas that are not your strengths and are not where you resonate and love to be. And yet, through your vulnerability, because vulnerability is how people will connect with you and how you will show your heart. And the spiritual path is very vulnerable, isn't it? I ran a clothing business and I could tell anyone what to do. And I kind of was behind the scenes, never had to be vulnerable. And yet it broke me in parts at the end because I had created such a world of just interdependence and almost like a moat around me. I didn't need anything, right? I built such a fortress, and then I had to break it down. And this vulnerability is how others can relate to you. And so many of you don't know this about me, but I would say my greatest dread and my greatest lack of strength is being visible. I do not like to be visible. I would rather not be visible. Yet here I am. And this path is requiring visibility. And many of us don't want to be visible. And so when she said those words to me, and she said, the path of your gifts and masteries may be in your greatest weakness, and it will push your edges and create growth. And whether you step into that or not is your soul choice. And so I invite you to look at your gifts and masteries and where they lie in your, comfort zone or not. I would say this is, even today, it's not in my comfort zone, but I've made peace with it and I've grown with it. And I know that a breakthrough and a gift may happen in a soul because of what I'm sharing. And so that gets me up. My why over trumps my little fear. Like I feel like it's a lowercase f for fear. And so I step in that. And so where is maybe your lack of being out of your comfort zone? And is your soul pushing you in a beautiful way to open to who you are and step with us and be with community? That's why we gather in community, so that you can have soul tribe around you for support and help. And if you fall down, we'll, brush off your knees and put you right back in the game, and with love. And so I just invite you to look at that. And because we're calling the creators and way showers to really step into the path and into your highest soul codes to share with the planet, so we can fully open the golden age on earth. And so I just wanted to share that because many of us have something that's limiting us, possibly, that we just need to break through. And then we are in that second level of ascension, that higher. So we're not continually always in this healing gateway, just continually healing and rehealing, and it just never ends. It does end. And that is where we are now. We are moving into the second level of ascension, the golden level ascension, the light at the end of a very, very long tunnel, very, very long and dark tunnel. Exclamation point, the early part of this year for many of us. And so I invite you to tune in as we open this beautiful transmission with the breath and the Solara Codex. And what they're sharing with us is that the crystalline templates they are written in light, and that so no other can have or take this ledger of light. And so, yes, they're saying this beautiful source is speaking. The Solara Ra Codex, instilled in the universal grid by Source. Now, this was opened in our 1010 portal ceremony initiation with Hathor and Magdalene, where they merged and they went into their higher golden ascension. of their golden soul, because to lead the new golden age, they needed to move into their higher golden dimension. Just as we're ascending, just as Earth is ascending, so are the ascended masters. The Piscean incarnation that we knew of Hathor and Magdalene, and the Aries age even, which was the 2,000-year age before the Piscean age, those are now not the incarnation to lead the new golden age. And this soul is one of the oversouls and the guiders and the guides for the first 1,000 years of the Aquarian age. So when we went into that ceremony, this activation and this ascension of this into the original golden soul it went out, and we gridded it on the ley lines. And in the crystalline grid, Yeshua was there with us, and we gridded it in the crystalline grid of this planet, in the crystalline Earth Star Soul core. She moved from crystalline to golden. And then the golden template and map, even the blueprint, was then gridded for all humanity to now have this access. So we gridded this, and now it is gridded. And so now we are starting to unveil the way you get there, the operation system, and the new codex that will be like your guidebook and your template. And so we gridded it through this incredible initiation and sharing the ascension path. That ascension was the one that gridded it for all of us. And so this is now where we are. And so as I'm sharing this transmission, just feel into this as you open and allowing yourself to receive this information or this frequency or colors or visions. And so this Solar Raw Codex, instilled in the universal grid by Source, to be unlocked when our planet is ascending at the point of light that tips the scale into the new era of enlightenment, the new golden age for our realm. This is the divine light process of initiations and the complete soul memory frequency of you and of each person. Your original gifts and masteries that you had to go through. The dredging of the ascension level 1 path of we all have to go through it, of feeling, healing, releasing old patterns, wounds, trauma, and implants. False programming needs to be dissolved. And that is very rampant on this planet. To radiate out to all, which was to, and then as we are light workers and creators and way showers, what we transform and transmute, we send out for all to then have that blueprint for their transmutation and their healing. For all to now rise and expand in the light of the original sun frequency, the original codes of creation. The Solar Raw Codex radiates out from the original central sun within the highest realms in concentric circles, a pattern of simplicity. And the universe is an incredible place, and it's also very simple. And so if anyone, I've been hearing so much online and of people that show really complex universal concepts and almost where you get overwhelmed and, wow, that person must be smart. It's so complex. I have an issue with that, because when I hear that, sometimes I get tight in my body, because that means it's a no. And that means it's not true information. And if I feel that when someone shares something that is almost like, oh, it's complex and it's very this and very that, it's to kind of keep you in that lower student mode and that they know everything. And so just be very careful, because what I've been shown is the simplicity is incredibly there for us and for all of us to access. And it might have intrinsic codes within the simplicity, but it's not something that is so where you can't understand it and you can't receive it and you need someone else to give it to you. This is about you receiving. We just create the activated container. And so I just wanted to share that. So just envision these concentric circles. I just want to show you, this is how they drew it. And it's just concentric circles. And that is, if you're looking top down in array, concentric circles. And so if you look top down, it's a tube. And if you look horizontal, it's a ray of light. So if you take a photo on your camera at dusk and you see the rays of light, they're linear, right? They look linear. We're looking at it from horizontally. But if you look at it from above, it's like this with concentric circles. And what they've done is they've upgraded the concentric circles to this new program and this new codex that is coming in. And not everyone can receive it fully because they haven't created their inner union foundation that making peace and merging with your divine feminine, your divine masculine, light and dark sides, not shoving anything down, not marginalizing parts of yourself, but embracing it all in union. You're not in separation. They're all coming into oneness now. Those parts are not parts anymore, but they're oneness. You're that partner of the universe, that oneness of creation. And so, someone wants me to show it again. So it's just concentric circles. Very simple. This is like you're visioning the tube of the light from the top down, the concentric circles. Within each ring are codes streaming into Earth. And if you look from above, the concentric circles make a tube or a ray, and this being a light ray. For example, when you take a photo at dusk and you see it as a linear ray coming in, if you look top down, it's a new way to think about light. Look top down, and those concentric circles now have new codes programmed into them. Only now, after the 1010 portal, and we gridded with Hathor and Magdalene, the new original soul ascension map and blueprint, now we can open the Solar Ra Codex. The Solar Ra Codex is now not just you're trudging through the ups and downs of healing and letting go, so the 3D density existence can now be transmuted and merged into one. It's never just like, oh gosh, I want to get away from that. It's just you unify it. You bring in the 3D to move into the 4D, to move into the 5D. It's all about union, never about pushing away or duality, unless you choose to. But we're inviting you to come into union, embrace all of it, the dark and the light. The dark is part of the light, and it's bringing that back into union, sending that love so it comes back into union. In this golden gateway of the solar eclipse, moving into the gateway of your next dimension of ascension, of the new universes, and the new full and complete original soul memory for your ascension and for your mastery and for all. And that we are uploading into this new program, no longer the false program, with the caveat that you've done your Ascension 1 work and your inner foundation and your embodied inner union, healing and unifying. And so now the first thing that's coming in with the Solara Codex is divine heart vision. And so divine heart vision is you will be seeing from your heart. And so the heart is the center, if control center, or the mind is in service to the heart. The mind ran the Piscean age, didn't it? We all were up here in information age, and now we're moving into the heart. And so the heart vision is coming in, and it will be expanding. And it will be where you see from. It's the coherent heart field. So as you open your heart, and in many of our gatherings, we open with the galactic heart breath, and we open your galactic golden heart and move into opening that as we open your magnetic field, because that is your divine feminine seat in your body, your magnetic field. The pineal is your divine masculine seat, your electrical field. And with your electrical pulse and your magnetic pulse, that is how you co-create with the universe, through that heightened emotion with your activated thought. And so with this, you're now going to have heart vision. And so just feel into that with your open. We're going to open the heart vision. And the second is the womb illumination, the ascending of the light conception abilities, where you now can create through light. It's no longer needing the lingam and the yoni to create life, or to create that orgasmic state as you move into that light conception. Is physically gridding, where you grid and you our union and you create through the light, which was held in the priestess lineages. And the Delphi of Oracle was probably the most recent, and a little bit of Avalon. The light, the energies were already lowering, so it couldn't really be deep in Avalon, but it came from the ancient times, the times of light, the higher codes of the Egyptian seeding, and back through the fourth incarnation of humanity. We're in the fifth incarnation of humanity on Earth, and it came back through the Hathor temples, the priestesshoods, the Minoan culture, and transferred through that Mediterranean portal, through Lemuria. They held that, and even the Essenes. And so many of that, the resurrection process and that light conception process. And so this is also coming back with the Solara Ra Codex. The divine heart vision, you will receive and see, they put in quotes, not with your eyes, but with your heart. operating from your heart in all moments. Just feel into that. Feel into your heart. I invite you, if it feels safe, to put your hand on your heart. Feel into that, where if you're coming into something in your life, you need to make a decision, or you need to really tune into clarity. Someone's giving you, like, you need to answer now. What's your answer? And you're like, well, I don't know. Tune into your heart and ask for the vision. And you'll start, I sense the eyes are going to start servicing the heart, where your heart will see and your eyes will be secondary. It's not here yet, but I feel like that is the future. I'd love to know what you're seeing, because that is where we're going. And as you move higher in the ascension, notice how life becomes simpler, more graceful, smoother, a quietness. Yes, things will happen. It won't always maybe be smooth and heaven on earth every single second. But more and more, as you open this and as you seed this in your field, the inner creates the outer. And this will be how you walk through that and how you are that. And things happen. But overall, I invite you to still look back in a few months, and especially in 6 months, which will be April 2023, and take stock of your life and notice where you are. And I sense you will be in a life that's unrecognizable. And especially if you walk with us and you open with us and you walk in these activated containers of divine golden light with the masters and creators of the new golden earth, because that is who we are gathering, and that is how we are opening this new golden age. Your future self and your Christic walk-in process is the next step, merging one and yourself with the highest aspect of all aspects of your oneness coming in. It's all union. It's not separation anymore. First rung of ascended master, second rung of ascended master, moving in to your ascended mastery path. As you are mastering this ascension process, this second wave, so you've done your healing, you've done your inner foundation, you've healed your major wounds, you've cleared your implants, you've cleared any entities and all of that, and the trauma and the major. You've done your work. It takes facing it, no bypassing. It can't go to a couple plant medicine ceremonies and you're done. You have to really feel it and let it move through you. And it really doesn't hurt. As you move through it, it actually isn't as scary as you think. Even huge ones, like one of my main ones was being a reject and rejected. I'm adopted. And so that was a big program I had as a little child, is that, yeah, I was given up. There's an abandonment and a rejection that's deep. It's just in us when you are given up by your birth mother. And so that was huge. Like being a reject felt just, I can't face that. I'm going to just tap dance around it for 30 years. And I did, until I faced it. And it wasn't so bad. It ran through me for about an hour. I let it run through me. I did a Ma'at ceremony and a divine source process. I did it on my own. And then a couple of the onion peeled layers kind of came up weeks later, and I cleared those. And it's a freedom that you can't believe when you really look into that and you really just face it head on, and it's gone. And the thing, when you feel a feeling, you let it move on to its ascension and its light, and it dissolves forever. It never returns. That was why I could do it. I didn't want to be in that anymore. And so maybe you can relate to that, because there was a time when I couldn't face it. And sometimes we just can't, can we? But have you ever had that come within you where you just didn't want to face something? Or maybe I'll just jump into that relationship and maybe I won't have to face something. I'll take that extra glass of wine, or I'll have that second dessert, or I'll eat a little bit more, or I'll go on a trip, or I'll go move house, I'll move to another location. That's going to do it. But you are where you show up, aren't you? And so I just invite you, because have you ever done that? I'd love to hear. Sometimes in my third eye, I feel like sliding in that tube of light. Yes. Thanks, Susanna. Yeah, so much. And so as you are this mastery of ascension process and being within a carbon body and moving from flesh and transforming into light, this is a new way that will add to your complete soul memory. And your brain is only a small percentage is used, and we know that. And so I always ask the question, so what's the rest of the brain matter? Well, a lot of it is actively connected to your multidimensional incarnation. So you are multidimensionally in other places. You're not just sitting here in your beautiful human vessel of flesh, in your house, in earth. You are in multidimensional places. And so the Solara Codex is also going to be joining you with being able to have that transmission. So you are connecting with your incarnations in real time. And so, and also that will turn on more of your brain, and more will come online, and more will be accessed as you move higher with your intelligence, with your soul intelligence, with your cellular memory intelligence, and with your galactic memory and intelligence. It's all coming online in this golden frequency of union and light. And the open space that are all coming together on light as you will now be with your soul foundation, and you'll be able to access your multidimensional frequencies. This is a codex of merging you back into union. It's not you're going somewhere brand new. You're going to where you already have known and we just forgot. But this is the higher level of that, the golden realm of that second level of ascension, that light at the end of the tunnel. Everything is now speeding up now, especially in October and November. This is speeding up. All those planets that were in retrograde, there were 6 planets in retrograde, August and September, and then Mercury retrograde, and then now they're all going direct. And so that is what this forward momentum is. That's really propelling you into your highest gifts and masteries. And it's just you're riding that flow now. You don't need to, what shall I do, or what should I bring in? It's just going to come in. Just kind of get in your raft and flow on that river of light that's coming in. So you're bringing in your highest soul and your full and complete gifts and masteries. And so now, beloveds, that is a little bit for about the Solara Ra Codex. And now we're moving in. We have an activation that they brought in for us. And so I invite you to stay comfortable and get comfortable as we open this. I invite you to take a breath with an inhale and an exhale. Centering, coming into that beautiful union within you. Opening yourself in that beautiful codes that you are, in this beautiful pyramid of light, and the Solara, this golden codes of light. As we enter into the Solara Codex activation on the solar eclipse portal of the Scorpio waters, purifying and opening you as you ride that river of light. We will now open the Solara Codex within our group today, and within all that now, with us speaking this and bringing it into form, we will grid this within the field, preparing us for the 1111 portal. We will open this and grid this in completion. This is just the beginning. It is being called for open on the solar eclipse, this partial solar eclipse portal on Earth, and your soul called you here today. You'll receive everything you're meant to. No need to do anything. Just allow and allow, beloved. Open your inner temple. I invite you, if it feels comfortable, to put a hand on your heart and one on your womb, to embody and just ground as you feel your light energy and grid with the beautiful, and sending your beautiful exhale down into the golden core of Mother Earth Star. And then breathe up her beautiful energy into your heart as you expand your golden heart light. And we create this golden, coherent heart field of the quantum field, connecting us all in this golden circle of light, all that are here and not here, whether you're here now or in the future. You are here with us, seen and unseen. Before you now, beloved, is a golden round portal. The space is darker that we are in right now, and the round portal beams with this golden light and sun flames and beauty, and it beckons you forward. Your soul is this golden scroll, shows up in front of you, and this is your golden scroll of light illuminated in front of you, of the brilliant burst of light that opens it. This scroll is your soul's original record, held in the most secret location in the highest realm, and is the database for your most pure. And this now is what feeds into and streams into the Akashic record system and the Hall of Records, which is more public for souls to access. These scrolls of light is like the hard drive. This is the original coding. And this is what we opened also in the 1010 portal, but it is now opening even more for you, and opening for all now. Open your scroll of light, beloved. This illuminated words and glyphs and colors are now appearing in real time. And as you are here and opening it, and at no other time will they be revealed, but in this moment, it is opening now. What do you see? And what do you feel? Feel that now. As you are now walking towards the golden portal opening, this is the doorway to your soul's next level of ascension. Feel that light infusing within you as you become one with the portal door. You are no longer, it's not a separate, it's a oneness, the light, this light just floods into you from above and below, and in your heart vision is now fully activating. They're also saying your heart vision, if you weren't quite feeling it fully before we entered, is because it's now going to more fully come online in this activated container, and this as you become in union with the universe and in union with Source and the light that you are. Feel this partnership that you are. Source is here with you and dispensating this. Father Ra is here, Mother Mut, and the highest councils of light appointed by Source. This is directly from Source. This is not from me. This is not from a galactic council or a galactic federation or a body of council over here that are acting independently. This is from Source. This is guided by Source. Feel that trueness, that yes within your body, that this is of the pure light. This is the one light that creates all within you, and this is who you are. Feel the love and the wings of light surrounding you on all sides, and all the divine love within you, without you, and around you. Recreating the womb of light of Source, the divine union of your soul. Open your heart. Feel the golden light within your heart center expanding and expanding, merging and merging with the Source as one. Your most original memory of oneness. Feel the union, the peace, the warmth, the safety, the grace. You might want to breathe. If you're kinetic, you might want to move a little. You might want to sway. I almost invite you. Sometimes a swaying from side to side, you start to get into the frequency. Even a circling or Sufi grind, you start to kind of build your own vortex in your temple that you are, your beautiful home temple. The grace within every cell of your body. This is your original star point. When you were at one with Source, before you ever incarnated, feel that divine union when you were at one with Source, before you ever incarnated. Feel this. This is what we are unifying again. And we are again within this beautiful, each of us. And within this, our higher level now, full and complete reunion. Your truest home, the feeling point that you always have been looking for, is who you always have been. Within every interaction, underlying it all, you've always been moving towards or away from union. And now we move towards your highest union, your next level of ascension, your golden level ascension, just like Hathor and Magdalene moved into theirs so they could lead the new golden age in their original golden state, which is needed for the new golden age, with the new codes, the new program, the new frequencies. This frequency and state is just the beginning to step through the golden gateway. And as you are now beckoned forward, step and walk through or float through that beautiful portal into your next level of ascension. And just feel that now, or with your yes to the question and your intention that you laid on the beautiful solar eclipse frequency and this altar of your highest incarnation and your original energy of who you really are. You always have been. Beautiful emanation of light. You are one with light. You are light. You are embodied light. Open the Solar Ra Codex before you now that you're in the golden realm, and look around. What do you see and what do you feel? Opening the Solar Ra Codex before you now within the golden realm of light. See the golden being standing with you, supporting you, guiding you. Your full soul memory is now opening. Feel that. It's almost as the light within that's streaming in through your crown chakra is now activating all your brain cells, new neural pathways, new lines of communication, new meridians are talking to each other. There's a new activation. Like if you were in an X-ray, you'd see like lights coming on and explosions of densities, and things that were shut are no longer shut. And so feel that now, your soul memory now opening. Some feel, some full, and some complete. It all depends on the strength of your inner union foundation and where you are in your path. And feel this now. Open this now within you. This golden soul ascension that was gridded and commenced with the Mary Magdalene and Hathor on the 1010 portal, created this map and template for us all to now access this next level of soul ascension, and to now all move into our original soul and golden wisdoms and codes. No longer a halftone or a partial embodiment and trying to struggle and figure it out and push our way through life, like just white knuckling it, matter on matter creation. That takes a long time, and that is harder and harder. But to now have the access as you, within you, at your fingertips, within your light body, to the heaven on earth, limitless life, soul union, with you and as you. What you thought of as once just magic is now your reality. Memories are now restoring. Feel this now. Gifts are coming in. It's all like streaming in, kind of like offshoots of rivers and streams now coming into the main body of water, the sea of organic universal light. Just see that all the streams are the tree of life. All the branches are now coming back into the tree, coming back into oneness, all in that central channel. This will upload and upgrade over the next weeks. Be gentle with yourself. As we move towards 1111 Stargate, where you will receive the next step of this upgrade and your original soul template of the Solara Ra Codex. This codex will walk with you and with us and the collective for all our years, and will guide this realm for the new golden age and the thousands of ages beyond. You are the leaders and way showers of the creators of the new golden world. You are the first to receive and reunify. This will then expand out through the ley lines and portals and pyramids and sacred sites and temples of earth, of the beautiful Earth Star. We will all unify the union of universes on the portal of 1111. And this is only just the beginning as we then move into the next years to come. The beginning of your full, complete union coming back online in full golden reunion. We thank you and we honor you. And the golden beings of light, they bow to you and send you so much love. And Source and Father Ra extends his golden scepter of universes and taps you on the beautiful crown chakra, igniting your new portal opening and sealing this opening for your field and evolution for the highest good and the highest frequency of no distortion and pure light. And he says, many blessings, love, and deep gratitude is sent to you from all who are with you now, surrounding you in the highest divine light, the source of God, the source and the God codes and the creation codes. And so it is. And so we now seal and grid this for all. And feel this within you is upgrading you to the new level and the full soul memory and illumination initiated in all space, continuums, and dimensions, and all contracts and agreements and upgrades are now moved up into this within you, into this new template. And so it is, so it is, so it is, the 369 codes of creation and the golden Ra, the golden Solara Codex, now opened within you, is now beginning and opening and gridding and illuminating you to your full highest incarnation and your golden soul. So I invite you now with a breath, an inhale and an exhale. Just start to come back into your body. As you let this start to open and ripple out within your field and within your soul and within who you contact with and who you walk with in the next weeks and days, weeks and hours. This will walk with you as we open even further And the Solara Codex is only the beginning. Your heart vision will start to open. It'll start to strengthen more. Your light conception, we're doing a lot of work with that in our activations. If you didn't join us on the 1010 portal, the replay is on lightpriestesstemple.com in our store, and you can purchase the replay if you'd like to be a part of that Mary Magdalene Hathor initiation ascension ceremony. And you want to understand it more and learn more and be with it. So the Solara Codex can really anchor in, and your mind and your body can fully grasp it if it's not fully landing yet. Walk with us. I invite beloveds to walk with us and join with us for the 11:11 Stargate activation. We will be the union of universes and deepening and opening that second. He said the second full integration of your soul memory and your soul frequency, your original codes. This is all about moving into your original codes and your union. And so I send you so much love on this solar eclipse. And if anyone has any questions, any comments before we close out our beautiful portal gathering, and so much energy of anchoring this within you, and the beauty and the yes that you are to stepping into your gifts and mastery and who you are on the planet. And we do this together. And so much is coming in. One sister is saying, Apollo put the rays in my shower. Oh, amazing. Yeah, and showers is a lot of, when I was standing in showers, I'd always have incredible visions come in, or aha moments. It's saying that the running of the water, it's like your brain is seeing action, but you're relaxed. And also driving in my car, I would have, that's the idea. And I would have to remember it. So when I stop my car. But it's really great to have places where you can relax and start to really bring in your visions and your downloads and your next level. And so with this beautiful transmission, I invite us to share this, send this to your community, join us for Light Temple Thursdays. You can find that at lightpriestesstemple.com. Walk with me, join with me. In our 2023 is going to be next level with the mastery activations. We're going to start with an incredible summit in February, and it will just grow from there. So keep posted, join our community of light, our email list, go to lightpriestesstemple.com, join us, walk with us, and give us that time. Give us 6 months, give us a year. What I've seen in beloveds that have walked with us for a year, 2 years, and they are not the same person, from someone who didn't share it all in one gathering and didn't even know they were there, to now offerings I see on my feed with dynamic graphics and photos and confidence and purpose and clarity and excitement every day in their body that they didn't have previous, because they stayed in this activated container, and their cells remembered. When you stay in activated high containers, your cells move into that frequency, and then they're like, oh, we're in that frequency, we understand, okay, we're going to activate. And so this is all with what's in you. These visions you have and these knowings and these whispers that come in are from your cellular memory, and it's from within you. The universe is within you, calling you to step into that partnership and that co-creation. And so I send you so much love and blessings and so much. Diane agrees. Yes, driving in my car, visions come. Yeah, showers and car and walks. And so I send you so much love and beloveds, and walk with us. I will see you on 11/11. I will see you at Light Temple Thursdays, and have an incredible solar eclipse portal rest of your days and your incredible eclipse of the next 6 months. And I'm so excited to walk with you, because what you open and what you step into, there are beloveds waiting for you. So you have your breakthrough so they can have theirs, and we can all activate the new golden age together as the priests and priestesses of light, the way showers and creators of the new golden age, and open this planet and this collective and this realm to the golden energies of who we are, where we came from, and where we're going in divine union. And I send you so much love. I am Jennifer Shira. Activate your highest codes, and I will see you in the temple. Much love, beloveds.